Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube channel. I'm your host JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and continue to subscribe. We really and truly appreciate it. All right. So today we are going to be covering a lot of things. We had actually placed a few videos for you guys, like the shorter version videos. So we're going to get into it deep dive today. So we're going to talk about Hallgrímsson's situation. We're going to give you the information on the FIFA dates, players' seasons end, and also Rhys Nelson. We have covered a video on Rhys Nelson, and a lot of persons left comments on there, so I had to go and did the research for you guys to come back. But I only can give you what I've gotten, all right? Because a lot of speculations on Rhys Nelson, all right? Because he came out and said he's Jamaican, not Zimbabwe. But I had already formulated something, but a lot of people failed to understand exactly where I was actually coming across. All right, yes. So no problem. Let me big up the people in the house. As soon as they come in, make sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section. As you could see, we have a lot of setups here. You just work with the program. We have injected a lot of things in the streams, so we can get it much more organized and more respectful for you guys, because a lot of you guys reached out to me and tell me that I need to improve a few things. So hopefully you guys love what we're doing right now. So before we get into it, let me just get the comment section for you guys. All right, we have Kevin Jones, big up yourself, thanks for being here. J.S. Guna, big up yourself, thanks for being here. Lamar Henry, big up yourself, thanks for being here. And Joseph Brown, massive respect, always here regardless of what content's out on the channel. Massive respect. Yuan Stewart, big up yourself, thanks for being here. Then we have Sports Prophecy, that's J. Taylor, go and support him as well. Lamar says up top, yeah man, massive respect everyone that keeps on smashing the like button. Dark Beskar, big up yourself, thanks for being here. Island Cart, my brother, massive respect. Then we have Sham 6 in the house, massive respect. And guys, we are working on a few things, so don't see like the moderators and everything, just give me a little chance to fix up everything what I'm trying to do. All right, because I made some wrong things. Our YouTube itself altered some things, and I have to reset them. All right, Risk Official, big up yourself, thanks for being here. Massive respect. Dr. Gigi, how you doing? Charles Brahma, keep it fair, massive respect. All right, so let me start with Mr. Hallgrímsson. All right. Yes, so Mr. Hallgrímsson, we had an article that we posted for you guys that Ricketts came out and stated that they were trying to get international friendlies for him. All right, but some of the dates that they had in mind, they weren't on the same level of what Mr. Hallgrímsson wanted. Because the dates that they gave right here that they could have gotten from personnels would have been the 20th or the 21st of June. And everything is kind of connected towards the Gold Cup, which will start for Jamaica the 24th of June. So the 24th of June. So it would be 3 days before the actual main date that they should go out and face United States. Are you guys okay with that? Let me know. Because they are saying Mr. Hallgrímsson expresses some discomfort to play so close. All right? Yes. But let me just flip in something for you here, because once I heard that, I'm saying, why would he feel a little bit uncomfortable for that? It could be just his strategy, or he sets up, and how much time it does take for him to drill his players them into the right mold. So he does not want to go in 3 days in a game, a tough game 3 days before. That could clearly be the situation. All right, yes. But this is also another situation, something that plagues Jamaica for the longest time. All right, the conversation of people not committed and also committed. All right, so this is important. International FIFA windows are assigned towards regions. All right, because they stated here the FIFA International Match Calendar, sometimes abbreviation as FIFA Calendar or FIFA Days, is an outline agreement between FIFA and 6 continental football confederation, the European Association, FIFPro, which set out which date dates can be used for official and friendly men's international. All right, yes, and it goes through Europe, the Concacaf region, as you could see here, AFC, African Cups of Nations, Copa America, Concacaf Gold Cup, OFC, Nations League. So all of that there, all right? All of that there. So why I've outlined that for you? Because you have something important right here. So the 20th or the 21st would not be considered as a FIFA date, as you could look right here. It would not be considered as a FIFA date. So and I'm going to give you more dates as well. It would not be considered as a FIFA date. The first FIFA date runs from June 12th to the 20th. So the 20th, that is a FIFA date. All right. And then after that, it will be the 26th of June until the 16th of July. So that gap between the 20th and the 26th would not consider as FIFA dates. And why am I talking about that? When it's not FIFA dates, you don't have any binding. You don't have any binding takes to force the players to come and play for Jamaica. All right. So I don't want to hear any committed thing. All right. I don't want to hear any committed thing. All right. Once you're in a registered league, you are not binded to come outside FIFA windows. So the 21st would not be good enough either. All right. Yes. And surprisingly, the 24th is the game. And the FIFA window has not opened until the 26th. All right. So it goes to show. You get me? So if they're going to do your service to come in earlier, I don't think you want them to come in 5-6 days earlier and then be playing games on that 5-6 days earlier. And sometimes insurance and those things could cover, because we had read an article here stating that certain things under FIFA windows, the players are actually covered with insurances. So if they come outside and play certain games outside FIFA window and get injured, they are not going to be responsible for those things. So it's not just players want to not come here and because they are not committed. That's not the case. You have a lot of things tied in with these personnels. So anyways, let me move on from that now. Hope that is very much clear for you. Hope that is very much clear for you. You have two different FIFA dates and it's kind of apart from 6 days. And Jamaica wanted to have the friendlies, or could have gotten the friendlies on days that was not registered as a FIFA date. All right. Yes. So that's one. So that could be a slight problem there, because maybe Mr. Hallgrímsson, he does not want to encroach on the person's time, the player's time. We have to just get the real guys. We have quality players, and it's only quality players to take us forward. You understand me? We have to get those players, and sometimes we can't always just flat out get them every single day. All right? Yes. So that's how it is. You have to just get real with the time, because it's reality. All right, they are big time players and it requires them to play extra days, and they need recovery time and all of those things. But before I get to the comment section, let me just drop this one in it as well. The additional information that people want. So we have right here for the championship playoff, which you're going to have Luton Town in it. Luton Town, if you don't know, that's one of the key players for Luton Town is Amari Bell. All right. Amari Bell, he is third in the championship. So that means he's going to be featured in the playoffs. The playoff finals is May 27th. So for persons, we're just giving out all the information that's necessary. May 27th will be the final day of the championship. All right. They are not in the FA Cup. The FA Cup would have been the 3rd of June. Just trying to show you how far these tournaments are going. All right. Yes. So that is for the championship. It finished May the 27th, and the FA Cup final day is June the 3rd. All right. So for the Conference League now, which is a little bit different, the Conference League is a little bit different. The Conference League, the finals for the Conference League will be on the 7th of June. So we have Mikel Antonio in the semi-finals playing against AZ Alkmaar. Yes, so West Ham will be playing on the 18th and also closer to the 18th for the the 11th, sorry, May the 11th and the 18th. If they do progress, Mikel Antonio will be there for the 7th. All right, he will be available for the 7th. There, so that shows you how far our players are getting into competition. So it's like a pressure for them to get. It's like a pressure for them to even meet certain criteria, because the next question would be what is the suitable time for them to come and play. You understand me? Yes, we're going to get to that, but I'm just trying to show you right here. So the 7th of June will be the finals for the Conference League. So you would have 2 players that we talked about so far. Mikel Antonio, Amari Bell, 2 of the key players them. All right? Yes. So let me stop right there. So that is the 7th. So we can't get anything below the 7th. It has to be within the range of the 12th, the first window. All right, so this is the only time I think you could get the games them. The games would have to be between the 12th and the actual 19th. I think the 12th and the 19th, I think, would be the perfect time to have get those games. Obviously, it might cost more because maybe people have to go and come back. All right, maybe people have to go and return. You get me? And that is something that maybe the JFF just does not like. You understand me? Yes, so maybe that's the situation as well. You get me? It might just be too costly to do certain things, so they're trying to just get it closer so everyone could stay here and get it done. You get me? That's the best way I think they are trying to do it, but it will not fly based on what we are seeing right here. All right? Yes. So before we go into anything else, let me get the comments them from you guys. Yeah, man. And as soon as they come in, make sure to smash the like button and leave your thoughts in the comment section. Yeah, man. Really and truly appreciate it. Wayne, Carnegie, how you doing, man? Massive respect. Who said that JD? We're gonna get to that as well. We will leave the Rhys Nelson one that is different. Yeah, get me. Let me just finish this first. Let me just make sure we categorize the subject matters them. All right, Johannes, what you doing? Those dates too close. Yes. Bless up, Chris Smith. How you doing, man? Recovery time, JD. He doesn't want his players to get burned out quickly. Play a friendly 3 days before. Not wise. All right, not wise. So people agreed with the coach right there. So JD, why did JFF just listen to Grim and get with the program and stop making it difficult for the coach? So maybe the first conversation that was had, maybe they said they agreed to get some friendlies and they had to go there and try to look the friendlies, and that was the dates they got. Maybe that was the situation, I don't know. I'm just saying maybe that was the situation, and because that was the situation, they thought that they could have just come back with anything. They thought that they could have just come back with anything, and I guess anything was not good enough. You get me? That's why Mr. Ricketts said that they're finding it difficult to get the dates that he wants. You get me? Maybe he never outlined the date at first. You get me? I'm just giving the JFF some leeway. Maybe he never outlined the date at first, so that's why they got anything and come back to him, and it's a little bit difficult. All right? Yes. Maybe that's the situation. All right, 1 second, guys. Let me just put this right here so people can get the information that we're putting out right here. So as you come in, make sure to smash the like button. All right, Jamaican Guna, massive respect. Thanks for being here. Marlon Nelson, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Football Global, how you doing, man? Massive respect. Yeah, man. All right. JFF needs to get with the program. Are we either trying to improve the football or not? If we're trying to improve the football, then try to get matches during the windows so we have the best available players. That is the next part as well. Joseph Brown. Triple E, bless up yourself. Thanks for being here. Oh my, limited summer break. If some players, yes, all the players will get limited summer break if they decide to come. So you see, if these guys decide to come and play the Gold Cup, I don't want to hear one more human being talking about who is not committed from who is committed. You understand me? Because if these guys not even taking breaks to come and play for Jamaica, you understand me? I sometimes I can't understand where these guys get these behavior from. You get me? Yes, man. So if these guys come, any one of these guys turn up, it shows you how far they're coming from to get it done for Jamaica. So want to stop with this committed BS. You understand me? Because it is BS flat out. Because the things that these guys have to do to come here, and they have have to keep a high standard to please you guys at the same time. So I just believe that it's too much of a stretch, man. Take your time. Take your time with it. Marlon said Jamaica have a lot of options to get games, especially against South American teams. But Concacaf have a new stipulation now. Teams can't play no friendly in no states that are hosting Gold Cup games. Well, that's something else, but it was not tied down to that. I just think it was the timing, Marlon, more than anything else. The JD team will be in a camp. Okay. And Marlon, what you're doing, we're just sticking by what they are putting out, because they put it out because maybe they wanted to tell the fans them something. You get me? So I just stick by that. I don't have any inside knowledge to what they want. You get me? And I don't know if the players will turn up earlier than the time that's required for them to turn up. You understand me? Because obviously it's down to them to turn up when the required time turns up. All right? Yes. So JD, do you think it's a good idea to get friendly games? And no, or yes, it is good for friendly. You need friendlies, man. You need friendlies before you go into this game for United States. I truly believe that. Even if United States have a new manager, they had a few games to get themselves together. All right, yes, so they are not going to be an easy soap. They are going to be a difficult team for you to pass through. All right, JFF must remember it's not such man a coach the team. Then we have Jason Ferran. Big up yourself, thanks for being here. Goes to show that JFF does not consult with coach. Both parties need to. Yeah, but that's a problem. It seems like they went to him first, but maybe some miscommunication, and it's what they got at the time. Because remember, it still takes an ex party to agree to your terms as well. It still takes an ex party to agree with your terms as well. Very much important, guys. Remember, both teams have to. Marlon said the same thing. Yes, both teams have to agree with the terms. Yes, that's exactly where I went to. Dr. Gigi, when will players go into camp? I am not sure, but what I've always done is to make sure I outline the facts. The FIFA windows, facts won't change. You understand me? And that's the time that you can tell a man you're not committed if he does not turn up for the FIFA windows. But anytime outside that, you can't tell them nothing. You don't own the players them, and you can't say they are not committed if they say they are not turning up until that day. So I'm just going off the FIFA windows, something that is connected towards footballing industry. You get me? Yes. So I only can go with the FIFA dates. I don't know if they're going to come in from the 12th and then stay until June 24th for the game. I don't know. I would love for that to happen, but that is like 2 weeks extra if they don't get any friendlies. I would see that tough for them to be here for 2 weeks extra before getting any friendlies. You get me? So I think it all comes down to if they do get a friendly between the 12th and 20th to see if they would stay the extra week and travel and everything to organize. That's what I would say. So if they get it on the 15th, from the 13th to the 15th, I could easily well see them spending 3 more days, then travel, and then get acclimatized to the condition. And it makes more sense because you have a lot of things to do there. But if you don't get any friendlies, I don't see them coming from the 12th and stay to the 26th. I think that is too much of a stretch when it's actually their holiday. I think you have to just say, if you don't get any games, just let them come in from the 20th, 21st, and get everything sorted out from that point. If you don't get any game. You get me? I think that is reasonably enough. So 5 days or 3 days before the time or 4 days before the time, whatever you guys come together. But I don't see them coming from the 12th and not playing any game. All right? Sheridan, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. God bless you. Oh, you're doing, man. DNA in the building. Massive respect. Thanks for being here. Oh, you're doing. You are black. Massive respect. Thanks for being here. It's a balance. JFF needs the money, and the coach also needs the game to see new players. For example, if a Demarai Gray is able to play, okay, that is fair enough. That is definitely fair enough. But remember, other teams you're gonna play with, and in order to get results, you have to always go above and beyond. Because to be honest, I naturally don't believe that Jamaica is better than United States. So why we think that we are going to put in less and get more. I love how this coach talk, because he's saying the same thing, Why we think that we are going to put out less to get more. And that's why it has never worked over the years. Because you cannot put in less to get more at no time. You have to always match the same energy of the personnels. And if you're more talented, maybe the talent will take you over the top. But if they are already talented, you have to make sure are already more talented. What you have to make sure, and they have their timing behind them. What you have to make sure is to make sure you put in as much work as possible. You get me? To match, to even surpass them in their hard work. You get me? In order to do that, because you're talented enough to create an upset, but more hard work present a bigger opportunity for you to get the actual victory. All right? Yes. Hopefully they work it out before 3 days before the match, because JFF like to do things last minute. JD, once the players come into camp, they will be there until the Gold Cup starts. All right, I will have to wait until I do see that one, Marlon, and I would love for that to happen. I would love for that to happen. Property for sale, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Yes, I would love for that to happen. All right, yes. So that's the situation at this point, guys. For the Gold Cup friendlies before the Gold Cup starts. All right, the Gold Cup friendlies before the Gold Cup starts. Hopefully, we can get some game time between the first international window. All right, what will happen with the United States? United States, what I'm hearing. It looks like they're going to have a mixture due to the fact that they're going to use some of the players in the tougher leg of the Nations League coming in. And then some of them will come and start, come and sync up with the Gold Cup players as well. So because they are in two competition back to back, because the first window, which is June 12th to 20th, that's when the Nations League will finish. They have to play their games right there, all right, and then come over to the Gold Cup. All right, and they are going to have players. At first, I was actually talking to Eva Marlon, thought that they weren't going to get any one of the players. No, it looks like they're going to have players coming over, but maybe not the full strength coming directly from the Nations League. I think they're going to use a good enough squad for the Nations League and then take pieces out of that to bring over to the Gold Cup. So you can click that, and when it happens, we revisit it. But it's not going to be any weak squad. It's not going to be a weaker squad for the Gold Cup, because I truly believe that they believe the Gold Cup is a higher level tournament than the Nations League. You get me? Yes, I do believe they believe so as well. You get me? So they are not going to feed a weaker team. They are going to feed a strong enough team to compete. The last time they used only USL MLS players and won it, but this time around the coach himself says that you have teams like Suriname, Jamaica, upgrading to a top level, and it's becoming difficult, so we have to bring a strong team. That's exactly what he said when they were actually drawing. So it's hard for me to see him go with a weaker team, so we have to prepare our best possible team. All right, yes. JD, I respect this coach. That's why he is in England searching. You saying the same thing as the coach, JD. Morning commute easier with my coffee. Big up yourself, man. Massive respect. Well, show the video some likes then. We have 100 odd people here. Make sure to smash the like button. Get us to 100 odd very fast. And let we just wrap this one up in an hour time. You know the thing go. Alright, yes. But thanks very much for the continuous support. Jermaine Miller, big up yourself. Massive respect. Thanks very much for the continuous support. I agree with the coach's decision. But if it's Brazil versus Jamaica, I might have to call Hallgrímsson, but I don't know about the Brazil versus Jamaica, and I don't know it's going to work out. You get me? Devon Smith, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. You did not miss anything. We only talk about Hallgrímsson's situation, and then I'm going to move over to the Rhys Nelson right here. All right, because we had a few things, so let me just go through it fast. We are going to talk about the Rhys Nelson situation. That's one. And also, we are going to answer a few comments, because you had some comments that was weird on the Rhys Nelson situation. All right, you have a lot of persons saying that the first thing, him saying I am Jamaican. I am Jamaican. I am Jamaican. Not Zimbabwe. Yeah. So that's what caused the confusion. Persons heard him said, all right, I'm not from Jamaica. No, I'm from Jamaica, not from Zimbabwe. And I did the video saying that I believe that his father is still from Zimbabwe. But the problem is he just resignated to the Jamaican culture a lot more because his mother is from Jamaica. When I've done the research, that is exactly what it's saying before and after his speech. So even after his speech, which came on the 13th of April 2023, it's still saying that they have done research and they came out to say that his father is actually from Zimbabwe. But the problem is him and his father does not have a proper relationship. So I was 1000% accurate according to the reports coming way after he reported that he's from Jamaica. All right. Yes. So that is the situation up until this point. His father is from Zimbabwe. But his father and him does not have that relationship. Because I saw tweets of him talking about when he was growing up and how hard it was for him and stuff. Yes. So it looks like he never had his father around him. So that's where it's coming from. So all the persons that saying that the kid said that, I was accurate from the first time according to these information coming out right here. So his father is from Zimbabwe and that's why he's eligible to play for Zimbabwe. And that's why the coaches and the federation reached out to him to try and see if he could play for Zimbabwe. All right, but he never resignated towards Zimbabwe. That's the reason why he never wanted to choose them. Just like you had that boy from Watford, Tridini, when Jamaica approached him. According to what person said, they said he said he never had any. He never had any knowledge about Jamaica, so he's not going to come and play for Jamaica. So that's what I've heard. They said, he said. All right. So it's a situation like the Tridini situation. Then you get me? So if you don't resignate it to something, you cannot really. You're gonna be lying to yourself just because you want to play some international football and stuff. You get me? So at least he's a genuine guy. So that's one thing you can take out of the situation. He's a genuine guy. If he's gonna come and play for Jamaica, it shows that it's because he knows about Jamaica and he has that passion to play for Jamaica. If he chose Jamaica, so I don't want to hear if he chose Jamaica people talking about this man is not committed. You understand me? Because he turned down somewhere else because he can't resignate towards that place. You get me? So that's exactly how I've actually gotten it. So let me know your thoughts on it. All right, let me move on to the comments now. Yeah, the few guys we answered that part. Yes, he's from Zimbabwe as well as Jamaica. All right, so we were right there. Yes, and then you have this guy. I had responded to him, but I decided that I'm going to give him some airtime. His name is Blair Boyd. Blair Boyd. Listen to what he said here. I'm just reading from him, Listen to what this blogger is saying about the position. That young man played in England. He is saying that Jamaica does not have that kind of talent to play on an international scene, which I don't really believe what he's saying, because there are something like 12 teams in the National Premier League in Jamaica. So where are the forwards? Where are forwards for those clubs? Since of late, they have changed their names of the positions of football. Also, certain rules have changed, taking away the enjoyment out of the game instead of two men kicking off the ball in play. Okay, so basically he's saying that he doesn't believe me, that we can't find better players than Rhys Nelson in Jamaica. So why we have to go over to England to take Rhys Nelson? Well, what I've responded to him respectfully, because I'm an honest person. I can't come from nowhere else. Sometimes it might come off very harsh, yes. So I said, well, just go over the world and do a test for yourself. I did, so I stand by it. People the people of Jamaica, JFF, stand by it, and the coach stand by it. So clearly, you need to find out what everybody knows that you don't. That's what I've responded. I think that is very much clear, because I'm saying I have done my research before I came and said if Rhys Nelson comes in, he's going to be one of the best players. All right, he's playing in one of the best leagues right now in world football. Yes, and he's actually getting game time. So once you're getting game time, even if you're on the fringe, because I heard people bragging about people from Jamaica playing in clubs and they're not even getting games. And people still bragging about them. And these guys are at big clubs and still being instrumental towards results and game-changing moments. All right? Yes, so if me will come out and say I don't think you have a player in Jamaica better than Rhys Nelson, I think everybody that watches football would have said so, even included the players them. Obviously, you will have delusional players, yes, and sometimes if you want to be delusional, that's your belief. But for me, this player, this is just a person masking his hatred for UK-based players coming to Jamaica to play. But he has to just say something completely different. You get me? Period. And but I'm not going to bash anybody. I'm going to make sure the space is good enough for people to I can respect a person's take. But it's when I do respond and then you're going to get angry. That's where I do kind of sign off from that. You understand me? Yes, but Blair Boyd, complete bollocks, and hope you're not in a foreign country saying that, alright? Because it's a lot of people, it tends to be the persons actually outside Jamaica in one of those foreign countries actually saying things like that. I don't know if it's the hatred of what's happening to you in the country, or maybe you are not being as successful in that country. I don't want to get into people's personal lives, but Jamaica has always been out of many one people. It's not out of many land people, as I've always said, and I'm not going to change. And you have a next person, comes with the next comment. Oh, JD, you're always a hate on Jamaica. And that was in relation to the last video that we covered, the last live stream, that we were talking about players Hutchinson not wanting to play for Jamaica. And I said, how is it Hutchinson? How is it Hutchinson? Listen to me, guys. Not ranting. I'm just answering to comments. And every stream, I'm going to answer to 3 or 4 of the comments. And you guys tell me if I'm wrong or right. All right? Yes, so for instance, so he said, I am always hating on Jamaica. Because my response to that is said, absolute bollocks. Hutchinson never showed anything that he did not want to play for Jamaica. Every single time they called him up, he turns up. All right? He turns up in those games. He never played the under-20s. He never played the under-20s. All right? Fear. But every time they call him up, aside from the last time, he turns up. So that gives you no rights. So because Mr. Butler started a rumor to say that the player using Jamaica for clout. But people, they are so short-sighted and short-minded, they never realized that I had done a video on Mr. Butler posting, talking about how is it that Mr. Whisper is at Chelsea. And Hutchinson turned down the call and they did not just immediately give it to Whisper. I did a separate video on that from a long time ago. But you guys never just look into it and realize it's from envy that statement made. It was solely from envy. Because he believes that Whisper is as good, if not better, than Hutchinson. You get me? Yes, and that's why he keeps on making up stories to say who is at the first team. Everything that Hutchinson does, he tries to tie it on it, because I have written a statement from him himself. So that's why people need to vet the statements that these guys make. And then he puts it out there that the guy did not want to come here and want to use Jamaica as a place for boost. So my response to that is, how can Hutchinson, a player that they're classing as a wonder kid playing for one of the biggest clubs in the world, use Jamaica as a place to get recognition? And I've actually turned around and said, but the Premier League is bigger than Jamaica and bigger than 70 countries. And I heard Arden call me, "Who you mean the Premier League bigger than Jamaica?" I stand by it because I went for the GDP, and the Premier League values 17 billion pounds. And as of 2019, it was 11.5 billion US, and it added 4 more billion pounds to it. That would have brought it to 17 billion pounds every year. So the GDP is 4 billion higher than Jamaica's last updated GDP, which is 14.7 billion. So I was actually factual on the actual conversation. So I think some people need to stop use their ego when people talk in reality. You get me? When people talk in reality, this is not about 18 Jamaica. So that comments about me 18 Jamaica is just showcase that a lot of people, they don't want to talk reality. They don't sit in reality at no point. They don't want to talk that. They just want to just talk and talk for 4 hours. And then when someone come and talk the actual sense and give you to go and check it for yourself, then they get upset. You eat Jamaica. No. So my response to that guy is, you are the persons that make Jamaica what it is today. Because what you do is hide under your blanket, and then people go and kill other persons and get away with it. You don't stand for nothing. That's why you lose everything, and you polish it with your ego. I know he's going to get upset by my comment, but it's just the reality. It's just the reality. You get me? My thing is to identify things that's going on in the world and give it to Jamaican people. If they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. Look how long I'm here telling you everything what the coach is here telling you today, and how much millions of dollars Jamaica paid for that. The same thing what the coach is telling you today, and people praising the coach are telling you. But I had told you before, and I never get paid for it. For that, you should have been giving me 4 million. You understand me? Yes, but what you did now, you come and eat on me. And the man come and tell you the same thing. And you laud him to say the same thing as me. So sometimes, if you're going to come at me at least accurate. So go and do your research before you come in the comment section. Because I've never come here and pretend. I say anything that I said behind doors. Yes, so no boy can style me. Straight up. Alright? Yeah, man. So, let me continue. I just wanted to answer to those comments. To let you know my response to those comments. And I'm going to always do it. Once you leave a comment there, weird, whatever comment it is, we are going to answer it. Because we have to out some of these people. Yes. Alright? Yeah, big up yourself, Lansley. Massive respect. Claudia Fletcher, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Yeah, man. And thanks everybody that came in. Massive respect. Share the video. Hit the like button. Subscribe. This is going to be an hour video. It's going to be an hour video, and we're going to always do it like this. We're going to be organized. Try as best to be as articulate as possible, so you guys can respond properly in the comment section. Yeah, man. We're just trying to be better, so it can go worldwide. You know, it can go worldwide. All right. Jay, anyway, that big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Yeah, man. Blair at it again. Okay, so you know that guy. You know him. Okay. So persons inside the chat know him. So I guess they know that he does things like that. So I guess it was worth the response. All right. JD. It's Jamaica who needs these top players. Top players don't need Jamaica, and I agree with that. So Mr. Butler, next time when you're saying things, at least research it first. I don't think the kids trying to use Jamaica. That is not true, and you can't in the same sentence say you love Jamaica and then trying to be divisive. It makes no logical sense. You get me? Unless it was the truth. You know? JD, you know my respect for Chardini grew after that comment. He was straightforward. Yes, man, and that's what people should understand. They are not people that will go around corner. If they don't want to play for Jamaica, they're going to tell you. They're not going to just turn up here. It's not going to happen. These guys don't want to waste time. Funny, but most people of dual heritage will be partial to Jamaica, even with all the gunman and thief God give way. Okay. This is a real blogger. I don't even class myself as a blogger. I am just a Jamaican personnel that decides that I'm going to do some Jamaican videos. I do worldwide videos. All right. As you could see here, it never said Jamaica. It said follow for daily Concacaf news. You understand me? Yes. So that simply means I want to educate people. I want to bring information back to people because I still believe that majority of the problems that we have in Jamaica is because we are not getting informed. Because what people do is lock we into a box. So what they say is the truth. But the more I bring the truth to you, it's a wider world you're kind of open to. So we can have wider discussion. You get me? Yes. So that's why you see me doing Nigeria, Egypt, space, the universe. I have done everything. You get me? Because I just want you to learn something else as myself learning something else. And you can't beat me for that, man. Look at Suriname. Nobody knew about Suriname. As to this day, everything that I talked about Suriname from day one was accurate. I know Suriname, everybody talking about Suriname now in all papers. But I was talking about Suriname when nobody talks about them. Players that I talked about 3.5 years ago just getting contacted by Suriname. You get me? So, and those guys respect me to the max and give me all the respect. You know, Rhys Nelson, a baller, not even a debate. And he's playing for one of the best teams. Yes, man. Yes, man. I said it. He's playing for one of the best teams in the world. JD, ask him if he watches JPL. I just call out the guy name, you know. So, Wizard, he said it, and I just want to just ask the fans if I come off that way because I'm trying to improve. So if you tell me that I am too harsh, I should not do these videos, I will just leave it alone. You get me? JD, don't let people make you lose your cool. No, man, I am. Believe me, I am. The last live stream, I am done with it. I plugged out. Look here, guys. This is the wire for the calling system. I don't do any calling system anymore. That's done. All right, it's done with. So I guess I will do my streams myself. So I've already started that one, DS Electronic Unlimited. So it won't happen again. I told you every single time I have improved everything. You get me? Yes. Umza said Jamaica has a much better chance to make it to the World Cup than Zimbabwe, so I don't blame him. All right, that is fair. Christopher Wright. I think if more players were being linked to Jamaica back then, like now, it is Dini would come, but I respect his position. Yeah, that is true as well, and that's why you have to connect the same thing to it as treating people good. Because just as though more players connected to Jamaica influences other players. No, but it's not that alone. You should talk about the handling of those players. How those players perceive Jamaica when they do come here. Because those are the ones that carry the information over to make others want to come here as well. You get me? Those people have kids as well. That's the craziest part in England, US, etc. Lansley Blake, the only place in the world where the best players can only play in that country's league. JA is a fairy tale. Okay. It's so weird to me. Whisper is gonna be Amari teammate, and this guy is saying all this. It's very tough, but the problem is a lot of people they don't. That's why I said, all right, I'm gonna put every information together so we can have a strong conversation. You understand me? Yes. Alright, so JD Butler is a cancer and people give advice to spit his hatred. And then Lawrence right here says, JD shut up, Amari done with Jamaica. So you will have people here coming with it again. You get me? So Mr. Lawrence, alright, so please educate us on the facts, and I promise you have no other information other than what Mr. Butler says. Other than what Mr. Butler says and what JT Taylor says he believes, but he doesn't have any proof. At least JT was honest to say that he does not have any proof. But Lawrence Johnson, I have a phone number, or no, I don't even want nobody text me anymore. I just get me on the Twitter or the Instagram and send me that proof so I can come out and tell the Jamaican. No, don't tell me watch and wait, because that's what you do a lot of times. Watch and wait, and then when the time comes, because you guys stick on only 24 hours news, once that time comes, you guys are not going to remember that you said it. If I follow you guys, Demarai would have been here from how long, how much matches ago, and up to this point he's still not here. And I always tell us to watch and see, and every time we watch and see, you guys never come back and say you're wrong. Alright, so come on, man. Stop it, man. Why would the youth want to play for Zimbabwe? No, it's a country just the same. And if you had connection, yeah, man, it's tough. It's tough, man. Remember, I have never said anything bad about Mr. Butler, I repeated what Mr. Butler himself said out of his own mouth. So I could hold him to his argument because he said it out of his own mouth. That is where my conversation comes from. You get me? Yeah, is that it? So I'm repeating why he said that about the kid. So now I'm connecting the link why he said that about the kid. And I have the facts to prove. He doesn't have any facts, but you want Lawrence to come here and fight me, the person that is actually working off the facts. And you are not working off no facts, you're just listening to a man that says what he wants. And because we can't, that's why we have to stay with the facts, man. You get me? I'm so disappointed in some of these people that we're trying to support for the future young talent. Yeah, man, everyone, we want all the guys them to be the best. We want Jamaica to reach somewhere. We want everything. That's why we come here every day and pretty much change the game. We change the game, so the JFF have to consult us. Players contact us. You get me? The amount of players contact me sometimes and tell me that, yo, I love what you're doing, man. Pity people don't even in Jamaica don't even know that what you're saying. That's what the guys overseas face. And I'm saying you guys need to start come out and tell them more, so they can understand that I was telling the truth all along. You know? Yeah, Omar Falling, big up yourself, man. Massive respect. Reality, we say, perception is not reality. All right. Beat and teach them with the facts, yeah, man. Lawrence, out. Let me take a picture right here. Let me take a picture of your comment right here. So that means when the time comes, you are going to be right on the board for me to call you out. All right, yeah, man. JD, we need to have a honest footballing conversation about Whisper. He has never played a professional game, and I don't know where he is now. He will be 18 soon and never played a game. Yeah, that is the facts. The last thing I've heard about Whisper is the fact that he signs a pre-contract. But nobody researched what is really a pre-contract. Because what I've learned about a pre-contract, you guys want me to tell you what a pre-contract is? Like what I've researched and what I've read as well? And a pre-contract is tied to someone kinda in a club, and their contract is lower than 6 months, so they are available to play with other play with other parties, as in talk with other clubs. So pre-contracts are not designed for people that never played for a club and not connected to a club. So you have no owner. You are a free agent. Free agents can sign for any club in the world, and it does not require a pre-contract. It does not require a pre-contract. So maybe they are using the wrong word. But the pre-contract means, the pre-contract statement came in for players that is over 21 and their contract is lower than 6 months. That's what I have gotten from my people, how the pre-contract works. So I don't understand. Is it like a new way of saying? I don't know. I need to get a clear understanding. I need this man to sit down and explain to me what is the situation, because I am telling you what a pre-contract is. You get me? And it's not. So here, JD, why you hate Whisper? What are you talking about? I've talked about a pre-contract. So pre-contract only existed because of Whisper, or pre-contract existed because of football and reality. So I'm just giving you what a pre-contract is. I never knew that the pre-contract comes off with players under 21. You get me? All right, we're Nkunku playing. J anyway, Nkunku. So let me type in Nkunku. Look, let me type in Nkunku then. Look, because I like reality, you know. Nkunku. All right, let me type in Nkunku right here, and we're gonna show you. So where he's playing, he's coming from a next club, right? And his contract was running down, and he signed to somebody down. That's how it goes, right? So I don't understand our player not playing for a club. No. I know, Jane, with I'm just being sarcastic, you know. So I'm asking, you know, where, like, I'm confused. So is it we're using the wrong term because I can't understand it? So I'm just trying to figure it out. So please educate me on it, because the word pre-contract does not mean it does not apply. It does not apply towards nothing to do with young kids. You get me? So if you're, I don't know. Let me get this right up for you. So all right. So let me get and transfer market for you, because I have a limited time, 10 minutes. Transfer market. Let me just get it for you, just to show you. So Lawrence, we're not hating on anybody. I'm just saying why we can't just get accurate information. It's okay. Yeah, because no, I ask people, you know, let me write it Nkunku, and they said the pre-contract is not signed by young kids. Pre-contract is signed by a 21-year-old, 21 and above. And your contract is like less than 6 months, and you don't want to re-up with the club. So that's how pre-contract goes. And see, Nkunku is 25, so it makes perfect sense. All right, his contract expired. So that means his contract expired June 30th, 2026. So I don't know. So that's not a pre-contract for Nkunku. Then they just buy the player. Like they just reach a deal to buy the player, and then he's gonna join at the season's end. So let me see what his work right here. But that's not a pre-contract, all right? So he says he has not even signed to Chelsea as yet. So maybe those are just agreements in terms of contracts. So you don't see any pre-contracts here. It's literally telling you. So they made some deals, all right? They made some deals, and both parties agreed on it. You get me? Yes, but he had a contract until 2026, so this is not a pre-contract. This is just flat out a transfer, but they reached out to the club and say that they are willing to pay the money. Pretty much. These are the facts, you know, guys. This is not me making up stories, you know. So go and research for yourself, all right? So I don't know what. So I'm going to just wait to see. I don't know if they got I clearly saw the Chelsea guy come here, so I'm not saying it's a lie. I'm just saying I don't know how the pre-contract thing works out. You get me? Either they make a commitment to say they're going to pay this amount of money, and that money cannot hand over until the transfer window opens, because that's how it works. You get me? So unless they make some commitment to say that yes, they're going to take the player, but the pre-contract thing, I don't know. So I think it's more like that. It's more like that. So and that's you're sure. I don't think that is binding. You get me? So I don't know if it's binding. So you have to just, on the whisper situation, I have to just wait and see, people. And I would advise you to just wait and see as well, because I don't know. You get me? Yes. I saw him on the internet signing things, so I don't know. You get me? I don't know. Yes, so hopefully it works out. Hopefully it works out. All right? Yes, hopefully it works out. But the pre-contract got me, and I was confused for the whole time. So I asked other persons that's doing scouting and also agency work, and they're saying that the pre-contract kind of with the term was actually made for 6 months over 21. So you can go out and talk to people, because when you're under 21, you're still under the kids transfer banner. You understand me? So that's the difference. And GDP is quoted on Jamaican dollars. It's not comparable to GDP of the EFL. All right. Roland, Malcolm, big up yourself. Thanks for being here, guys. Make sure to smash the like button, share, and subscribe. All right. If you like what we are doing. All right. Yeah, man. Real talk, JD. That's why I don't trust no local coaches, but we can trust people, you know. But just investigate things before. Okay, we have not reached 100 likes as yet, and we have 200 people here. Then we can't gain extra time, then, people. We cannot gain extra time. We cannot gain extra time. That is bad behavior. Yeah, we have to get the 100 because oh no, guys, what we can't. What am I seeing? 4 likes on the video, people. No. 200 people here. Smash the like button because at least you know that we are gonna go out there, get the information, and come back to you. All right, and then you can argue anybody with our information because we stay on reality. All right, yeah, man. So we can't have 4 likes on the video. What kind of slackness this is? No, hold on. Let me refresh this damn thing because they want me to chop off the stream and no. Okay. I was seeing it. Something wrong. Okay. All right. Sorry, people. My mistake. It's on 1:20:26. But the problem is with YouTube, it looks like it's stuck once you go on the video. So you will see the likes and when I just started, which is 4. All right. So my fault. Kevin Facey, big of yourself. Thanks for being here. Hutchinson is ready and will play. I think he's going to play. The truth hurts. Jamaica will never cap Hutchinson. All right, but the truth hurt you when I talked about the pre-contract. You said I ate the player. So the truth hurt you, Lawrence. The truth hurt you, Lawrence. All right. Yeah, man. You see. So Lawrence just said the truth hurt. Hutchinson will never play for Jamaica, you know. And the truth hurts him, you know, when I actually brought the facts about the pre-contract, you know, just to put a spanner in the works to question things, you know. Him starts him a bad mind and he ate the player. So the truth only hurts you. The truth only hurts when it fits your narrative. That's what you're trying to say. This dude is something else. Wow. This means that an expiration on their current deal, they will be able to move to their club for free. No, not free. 0 to 6 months still don't mean you can make deals without the club. And without the club at all. You get me? Without the club at all. You get me? That's what it means. All right. I'm going to check if it's fully free, but I think that you can negotiate without any release from the club. You can just match anything from the people and you just go. You get me? That's what I think it means. Maybe free is included. Maybe free is included in a big deal, and that's why the term pre-contract is very much important because it means you don't have to talk to the club to move to any other club once that 6 months closed down. You understand me? I am going to see if it's free overall. I don't think it's free. I think it might be a discounted fee. You get me? A discounted fee. You get me? And it's solely down to the player. Or maybe it's just free entirely. You get me? If you make a contract runs down to 6 months, it may be just be free. All right? It may be just be free. Read it first one. Okay, it must. Okay, so people said it's free. So you see, guys, that's what I'm talking about. So pre-contract is different than what these people are talking about. So you see, it's actually the truth, guys. So don't come and hate me because it's actually the truth. As a player head into their final 6 months of their contract, they are able to enter negotiation with another club to sign a pre-contract agreement. Yeah, that is the situation, big deal. And so it was surprising because I never knew of Whisper play for any club. You understand me? So I'm starting to say, why are we getting all sorts of mixed messages? You get me? Yeah, man. Thanks, people. Thanks. And so people, why are you guys never questioning these things when the man making this speech? Because I had to go out and ask people. And they're saying, no, that's not possible. The players them can't sign the pre-contract if you have to be a certain age and they have to be a certain level in their contract. So unless they just made a verbal agreement, or they sign to a next place, and then with the verbal agreement that Chelsea will take on the player, but it can't go like that with young players. You get me? You have to flat out buy the players and then you loan back the players, just like Aguilera, just like my boy in Brazil, just like majority of the other players. Then when they can't enter the country because of FIFA points and also footballing points that accumulated over the top divisions, which Whisper don't play in none of those divisions. You understand me? So either you're going to get bought for the academy, That could be possible. You could get bought for the academy, go there and play through the academy for a couple of years, and then you will be eligible to play in the Premier League. But you can't just go to the Premier League like that. It has to have some other ties. So I have not heard anybody question these things because these are factual statements. You get me? So I'm still confused. I'm still confused, and these statements just flat out, and nobody explains it. I would love for Mr. Butler to explain it so I can understand what's up. Did he really sign for Chelsea, or it's just a commitment from a third party, to say he's going to go to Chelsea when the transfer open? Is it that the youth 18s, because that's what we saw right here when we type in Whisper, the youth 18s, and that would be the academy, so it would not even go up to the U21s as yet, and that rule is still up. It's still up for you to join the academy, play a few years, and then you would be eligible to play for a Premier League team. Just like how you had Xavi Simons play in Spain. He's naturally not from Spain, but he has eligibility to play for Spain now, and he has eligibility to play for Suriname, Curacao, Netherlands, and because he played here from a younger age. So it's a next rule. So it's a next rule for players can go to a different country. So for instance, if you're 14 and go to an academy in England, even though you're born in England, you're still eligible to play for England, just like if you were born in Belgium and Jamaica. So you would have 3 nationalities by that time. So that's how it works. You get me? So maybe that's the way they signed Whisper. So we need to know how they signed him, So because I heard him telling people that he's going to play in the Premier League. But how is that possible when you need FIFA points and you need club points and you never play for any club? Are you are English and I never knew? You understand me? Because remember, you have to get international caps, or you have to have club points. So how are you going to pass all of those things? Is it that Chelsea that good? They breach all of the FIFA the rules, the rules for FIFA overall. I don't know. So it leaves me with more questions than answers. So that is my problem. So that's why I don't talk on the matter. I don't talk on the matter so much because I'm still struggling to get a proper analysis on what's going on with this player. I'm still struggling. So I don't know if he signs for Chelsea and he can go into the big team and just play. Because that don't seem realistic to me because of what I know about the rules. You understand me? So I don't know. So even when you reach 18, you still need things to qualify to get into the country. You still need things qualified. It happens to the best set of people in the world. That's why you saw more Brazilians go to Portugal, which they speak the language, and play games there to get up their points in the Portuguese league. That's why a lot of them did it so, or go to the academies and go from that way. So you have a lot of ways to do it. But I just don't understand. I honestly don't understand the situation. It makes it more confusing. Because when he speaks like Whisper is the biggest thing at the club. And they are relying on Whisper to play. So it confused me now. I'm saying I don't know what I'm going to like I'm expecting next year Whisper should start for Chelsea. But how is that possible? When they never play no international game. How is that possible? That would be the first time in history. The first time in history something like that happened. I would have to go for every paperwork on planet Earth to figure out how that happened, because that is literally going against FIFA's rules. So I don't know what I can come here and tell you. It's hard for me to come and tell you anything else. And I'm not asking you. Go to any person educated in these matters and they're going to tell you the same thing as what I'm saying here. Alright? So I'm going to research more and come to you guys again. And I know I'm not going to get anything different from what I'm saying here, because it's just not true. You get me? I don't know how it's going to work out. So call my lawyer for what? For what, Danica? For what? I'm just asking questions. And I'm researching, but everything I'm getting, it's a stumbling block. It's not, I don't understand, because he's making statements that and Danica, He's making statements, so I'm just answering to that. Like, I'm confused. Or is the player will be playing in the Premier League and he signed for the Premier League? Or is that possible? When you need ranking points. Oh, is that possible? So, Danica, that's a fair question. Is it that Jamaica alone we can't ask questions? Danica? Come on, man. Come on, Danica, with that one. That means I should not cover any Jamaican video anymore then. If I can't just ask literal questions. Because I gave you factual things. So why should I call my liar when I am giving you factual things? Nah, man. Call which liar? Yeah, man, yeah. Thanks for the information right there. We are already over an hour. We will give you that's an extra 30. Alright, so 30 more minutes they said. Alright. No one can stop Whisper. Too bad for you. I never wanted anybody to stop Whisper. I want him to be his best version of himself. I'm just saying I'm confused because everything I'm researching is not matching what Mr. Butler is saying. So I don't know. So I would love for them to explain to me how it's going to work. Because it's not matching up with the statements. Because that's not what people telling me. And people showing me actual proof. Paperwork. And it's not matching up. So I can't call liars when I have the paperwork. I have all the paperwork. Just telling Jamaican people that I don't know how this deal goes, you know. JD, you know you have to take whatever Butler says with a grain of salt. No, but I'm just asking because people come here, you're bad mind. If you question something, you're bad mind. So I'm just asking you, why am I here? Remember, you know, guys, the day when they said he's going to play for Newcastle, you know, I called and asked, you know, and then I heard man making stories, said, oh, people even call Newcastle to find out if it's true. You guys asked me to do it, so I just did it. And I wanted to find out for myself. So we trying to figure out things is not we eating on players. We're just proud that the player is there, but we want to know what they're gonna truly play. You understand me? Yes. And for this it says Chelsea Youth 18s. I don't know who puts it up. I don't know if it's from East Camp. I don't know nothing. All right. It says Chelsea Youth 18s here. Let me put it up right here. It says Chelsea Youth 18s right there. So, I don't know. All right. And that's what we took it from. So, we expected him to be at the Chelsea Youth 18. But him say he's going to play in the main team. So, with the paper problems, with the required points problems, you know, everything that seems... So, it's not we want to be questioning. It's just nothing that seems... properly, you know, it just confusing, man. You get me? So I'm just confused, people. That's all. JD, 18-year-old Brazilian senior team player Andrew Santos wasn't granted his work permit to play this season. So I'm nervous. The same may reach Whisper at JD. Anyway, so that we are talking about is not nervous. If you not have no team where you play for, which is a registered team. It's hard. It's almost impossible because FIFA put in that rule for that reason. So we could have talked blood here. The reality is the reality. We can't change it. People should. Yeah, no, man. But we just went down the wall because the Hutchins statement. A lot of players walking to Brazil team without playing for club from the players is good. Don't let them. No. You're getting it wrong, Wizard. It's about playing for a club in England. It's about playing for a club in England. So make it clear. We're not talking about national teams. If you're good, you make a national team. We don't care if they don't play for a club. Or I kind of care, but the rule is it's down to the coach. So we're not talking about that. We're talking about FIFA rules. FIFA rules go against everything that's happening right here, or everything what Mr. Butler says. It doesn't make no sense. You get me? JD, the man can't play in Chelsea first team. Just full stop. Okay. So, alright, fair enough. Alright. JD, the Liverpool CB, Ry Williams, that helped carry Liverpool that one season, is he Jamaican? Yeah, they said he's Jamaican heritage, But I am not sure if people contacted him, DJ Brains. So we are going to wait to see if people contacted him. Then we can move on from there. You lucky we 2 hours of the money. People, if we don't hit 150, we cannot do 2 hours because I had commit myself to doing shorter version videos, and you guys are trying to fight me out of my commitments. All right. So every video we're going to do, we are going to vet it from 1 hour in. All right, and if it's not at 150 200 likes, we're not going the next hour. All right, yes. JD, when you ask most Jamaicans a valid question, they say you bad man. Yes, I came accustomed to that now. You get me? Imaxit, it's not that hard to understand. When he says pre-contract, it's a law terms and not a football terms. Okay. All right. Oh, JD, are you team? All right. Fair enough. And JD, you asked too much questions. Oh, God. Wow. All right. I am the only one who always wonder why some people take things out of context regarding certain players. All right, and then we have our brother again. He's still here. And Lauren says, me and Craig just questioning Hutchinson loyalty that all England C team or Jamaica. Wow. So this brother, man, this brother. Wow. All right. This man take a set on Hutchinson. All right. Starboy said, ask questions, JD. Make who want talk about people fighting against a young man that a lot of people stop short of asking real questions. These are good questions. Yes, but I've gotten answers from people that's actually selling players around worldwide, you know. You understand me? So when I came here and asked these questions to the people in Jamaica, it's a shocking how they do respond. You know, if I came here and talk the way as though I know things, you guys would have given me more respect, but I tend to keep it quiet, you know. The sky is pink. I expect everyone to agree with that and nobody question me. All right, observe. But if Santos a big baller playing for Santos, work permit is difficult, but I think the points what we're gonna do for an extreme. I'm gonna study the points, how the points work, connecting to England, because they are trying to even change the rules again, you know, to make it even more stricter. All right, to make it even more stricter. All right, yes. To make it even more stricter. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the written paper, come to you guys, so I don't have to argue with no mans. You get me? Once I get the written paper, come here, I will come and read it out again. All right? Yes. So let me explain to you. Do you guys want to know how it might work for Whisper? Like the positive sides, if he could sign for Chelsea, you want me to explain that? Just put yes in the chat, and then we can go to that. We can go to the reality. So when you see it happen, then you can come back and say JD did tell you. So drop yes, and we will touch on that part for Whisper, on the reality pathway then. All right. This guy is still on it, you know. He have to work permit to play U18. Yes, I think you still need work permit to get into the country. Don't. That's how some Jamaicans think. Okay. Yeah, man, get it to 200 likes to give me some incentives to turn up back here. I can't believe that about Chelsea U18, because he will be 18 when him reach Chelsea, if anything. It should say U23. That's why I said people can alter it. All right? That's what I said. You guys didn't hear the man say his player going to do well in the Gold Cup. So he will get the points needed. Okay. All right, fair enough. That's a good one. Williams, is of Jamaican heritage. Okay, thank you very much. Yes, yes. All right. So let me go towards how he could play in how his pathway could go. All right, so this is the rules. For England, you have to get a work permit. So you can take it out. The work permit is based on how much games you play for your national team. And it's like around 85. It's a lot. It's a lot when you're outside the top 50. When you're outside the top 50 and Jamaica is outside the top 50, Jamaica is what, 63, 62 to 64. So 62 to 64 ranked. So the ranking is not on Whisper's side, none at all. The game time for a registered league, pretty much like Belgian Pro League, Netherlands, Germany, Italy, Spain, England. Not England. You wouldn't need it for England because you would have been already in England. All right. So those 5 places and France, those are the places that gives you the points and fast. Those are the places. All right. So he can't play in England instant. So you can take your mind off that. I don't think that is accurate based off the actual facts that we have here. So what you would see now, Chelsea could still sign him. And then loan him out after if they have any. No, we can't say if they have any good thing for him. No, because once you're signing somebody, you have to have good belief for the player. So I would see Chelsea signing him as to what the arrangement that they do have in writing, and then loan him out to Netherlands or Belgium. Netherlands or Belgium. The reason why I said Netherlands or Belgium, if that is if he's going to play professional football. The reason why I said Netherlands or Belgium, the Netherlands and Belgium rules are a little bit different. All right, it's based on more money rather than the actual points. All right, so once the club willing to take you on over 75,000 euros, then you could be signed. And once you're over 15 and a half, and he would be 18 at the time going there, so he would be eligible to play. But they would have to want to spend more than 79,000 euros on you, and that's a yearly salary. So it's not so high. I think all of these guys going over there would be on that salary. So I could see if you want the baller to rise and his name to rise, if a Belgium club decided to take you or a Netherlands club. And believe me, people disrespect in the Belgium league and the Netherlands league. They are not easy leagues to make. Believe me, it's not easy league to make. All right, so I don't see him just go into any team. You get me? Yes. So that's the next tough one, but that's a pathway. Or he would just go to the academy. And before I tick the academy side, I will make sure I get the requirements for the academy as well, to sign into the academy as well, because I think something is dodgy with the academy signings as well. So let me get that first before I come back to you. But I only see one pathway for him to go to Netherlands or Belgium, and the reason why I kind of strongly believe that's what will happen, Netherlands or Belgium, it's solely down to what the agent is okay on, because he has friends there, and Leon Bailey went through the same pathway, and most of his players, they try to make sure they go through that pathway if they do get the opportunity. Yes, so I do believe that Netherlands, or not Netherlands so much, Belgium would be the way that the agent will try to target. So he could sign for Chelsea, but won't play. So obviously you're going to be out on loan on something else, and I think the loan would be from Belgium. I think Belgium, because you only needed to match the money, and then it would be good. So I would think Belgium would be the way for him. All right, with the Chelsea backing. You get me? You will need to do to go 2 hours, because a certain player take up at least 1 hour. Well, I guess. Laughing at Craig is like laughing at success. Lawrence, nobody laughing at anybody. We're trying to talk to Jamaican people to figure out something. I think Denzel Mackenzie is the next big thing out of Phoenix Academy. Okay, that is good. What I know, and and can tell, it's an academy signing, not for the first team, but it's a signing from Phoenix Academy to Chelsea Academy. Think he will play for PL2 though. One Jenna, okay, thanks for that. And I would respect that. I would respect that if you say that. So why would you come out and say he has to play for the main team? You know, it's questionable. But JD, why no one question Butler loyalty when he pulls his players from U17? I think that is just because he's a born Jamaican. Or he's in Jamaica a long time. So that's the only reason. You get me? Question, did Hutchinson get a call-up for the Mexico game? Because, to my knowledge, the player didn't turn down a call-up. No, he didn't turn down a call-up. He made sure to put his hands up and say he's going to be busy. You understand me? So he never got the call-up as yet, according to what I've heard. Everton, bless yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. I think a pre-contract is nothing more than a memorandum of understanding. MOU is not a contract itself. It's simple layout and intent to engage in a contract if anything falls into place. All right, but that's the thing now. You're explaining the part that Mr. Butler trying to say, because a pre-contract is a pre-contract. You sign it. Once you sign a pre-contract, you're going to go to the next club. You get me? In the real world, different from what Mr. Butler is saying. But what you're saying there now, maybe that's what Mr. Butler trying to explain. So yeah, that makes more sense. Big up. All right, that makes more sense. Good to see you back with the live stream, JD. Okay, well, let me see. All right, so let me see. All right. We started the stream, 200 people here and no subscribers. Get the subscribers up, guys. Let me get to 150. We need what? 10 more subscribers to reach 150. So get the 850. So get the subscription running. We need what? 200 for 5,000. So get it up and share it, because at least you get the real talk here. All right. Yeah, at least you get the real talk. So even if you don't agree with what we're saying, at least you know that we stick on what we can prove on the screen, and that's all you need to evaluate. We do what we can prove. We don't say we hear it around the corner. We are telling exactly what we can prove. All right. Yes. So get going with the subscription if you're new. And keep sharing. We have a few more videos to come out with, so please listen out for that. We have the best midfielders, top 5 midfielders for Jamaica, and we have a few more to do. Shorter version videos, so you have to make sure you have the notifications on so you get it, because the shots don't go to the notified personnel, the notification zone. Easy. All right, so make sure you put all. All right, yeah. JD, you are an educator to a lot of people, because most people don't know a lot of these information you are giving to the youth. See, I know. That's why they argue with me every day and say me hate Jamaica, which don't make no sense. I heard Butler say, yeah man, that's what we discussed. Chris Smith, we discussed that already. Lawrence, JD, go and defend Hutchinson. You and him have personal reasons. Wow. No. Yeah, I have officially given up, you know. I have officially given up. I can't do any more with this brother named Lawrence Johnson. I am pretty much done with this brother. No, Sian, he has not been disrespectful, so please don't time out anybody, alright? Don't time out anybody. Let them speak their mind, because what that does, Sian, is show people how people truly thinks. Alright? Yes, it shows how people really think. So don't time out anybody, Sian. Please, don't time out anybody, because it shows that you time them out. And when you time out people, they come at me to say that I am the one timing out people, which is not true. Alright? Because once I'm timing out people, I tell you straight up that I'm going to block you from my channel. Alright? Yes. So don't time him out. Let him speak, because people will know. The truth only hurts the guilty. Guys, the difference with me and majority of the people that you speak with is the fact that I have gone to a lot of these places. I have friends that plays at the highest level. I have friends that's coaching at the highest levels. I have friends that they are agents of big players and a lot of people. You get me? So and me myself trying to study the game of football. I played football as well here and in Belgium as well. You get me? So it's just me learning more and just realizing from very early what will take Jamaica forward. Remember, we already had this thing existed, which is our diaspora. We just never respected the diaspora enough, and it took me now to come here to decide that this time it's going to stop, because I figured the way out how Jamaica is going to qualify for World Cups and make a lot of money. And then I had to come and explain to people the amount of money you get when you qualify and you don't qualify. So when people saying that, the first excuse I've gotten when I came here, because when I came here and talk about Jamaica football, nobody was on the page that I was actually on. None at all. Everybody just think about the overseas man and to be the icing on the cake. And I'm saying, but that makes sense. Because the foundation have to be stronger. No, the icing is... Yeah. The foundation have to be strong. You get me? So, in the world, the better players then will be the icing on the cake. But that was a way to say that we should always have quotas on all of the... When I just came here, quota was on all of the national team. Period. Straight up. And every day I threw iron. So nobody can take them credit here, because me take how much beating for these things. You get me? Everything was a quota. And me hear people make excuse, 15-year-olds not gonna come to Jamaica. No other country do that. I'm gonna get the proof, show you. I'm gonna get the proof for youth 18, proof for 20, proof for the national team, and give you the money that Jamaica will get at the end of the day. Just to prove to you that even when the best players them come here and play and make the national team, it is not for themselves. Because if you get $2 billion, over 2 billion Jamaican dollars every time you qualify for a World Cup, and if and when you qualify for a World Cup, the scouting network that opens to your country is immense. You get me? So when you have the diaspora now, and you should just use the diaspora and do it with an open arm. And that's why I have to respect Mr. Speed, because at least Mr. Speed said he learned along the way. Because at first Mr. Speed said they have to have the only way our players are going to get out of the country is at the national team. So we have to set aside some of the teams have to be quota driven and stuff to make sure they can get out. So obviously the guy never knew, and the guy once he learned, he came here and said that that he came and said, I've learned that certain baller can't take us forward, And I've learned that this is how it's going to go, We're not going to build anybody else's career. You get me? So the man start to learn. So I have to respect out of anybody else come on this platform. I respect Mr. Speed more than anybody else, based on how he talks about the situation, and I know exactly where he was coming from. You get me? I know exactly where he was actually coming from. You get me? So all I'm saying here, if you get 2 billion each time you qualify, 2 to 3 billion Jamaican dollars each time you qualify for a World Cup, you know how much kids that take off the roadside? You know how much kids that take off the roadside? You know the difference is when you put the local players them in the team because you just want to put them in. Not saying if a man worth it for going, he deserve to get go in it. So people can't click me and wrongfully take me out of context. You know what the difference is? The difference is the local player get the money in his hand. He get the pay. He get the per diem. He gets everything for himself. So easy well, every time he makes the national team and play his game, he collects his money and go home. And then he will limit our chance to qualify. And then it just costs us more money. Yes, it's going to feed more families in Jamaica direct. So it might go back into the economy. That is true. But you still lose out on 3 billion. You get me? That's money to take us to a different level. You get me? That's money to take us to a different actual level. And So, and most of these guys don't even want the money. Don't even physically want the money because Mr. Speed come here and tell you that when Mikel Antonio come here, he pay him on playing fair and them stuff there, and them man have no problem. So, you see, that means some of the guys them that we're getting here, they are not just coming. They are literally coming to save us and releasing the pressure of our financials at the same time. So what you see what we're fighting against, guys? Just let that sink in. Listen to what we're fighting against. A man that is better, playing in a higher league, delivered for us, and willing to not take nothing from us and actually pay his own fare to come here. That you have to have some serious pride in your life. You have to have some serious pride in your life to reject things like that. I'm very sorry. So Blair Boyd and the man there, you have a sad life. You have a sad life. And I can fully say that because these guys are doing us a big favor by coming here. Obviously, a lot of them said in the past that it's because of their family, their father's last wishes and stuff, but they're still coming here to do their foreparents justice and also do us a big favor. You get me? So people, we have to just know the truth, man, and that's why I've always been here fighting for the people them. So Lawrence, that is what I have with Hutchinson and all of the guys them coming from overseas. It's not me having any personal issue with them. It's just me respecting them for what they're doing because I can see the truth because I'm outside Jamaica. You get me? Yes. And and I think that is well said, fully articulated, so you understand where I'm coming from, and the facts is actually in it as well. All right, yes. So would you turn down 3 billion just because you want to give a man we're born in the country 500,000 every single time him come to play for Jamaica and some extra money, extra bonuses on the side, so him just get rich and go back? So it come down to him and how him spending money to see how it's going to favor Jamaica, rather than you have 3 billion to spend on infrastructure to accompany the 5 million USCs that comes in from FIFA every single 4.5 years. You're mad, man. Every single time I'm gonna choose the 3 billion plus the extra billion coming in, so 4 more billion that to take off young youths off the road for less people to be killed in Jamaica. Because I saw statistics, much of the youths committing crimes are literally between 15 and 23 years old. 15 and 23 years old. So if you can take off those kids via academies and more infrastructures in Jamaica, you know which are those 15 to 23 years old that does not have a father and need more guidance, you would have actually produced those things for? Come on, man. It's better than giving a local man a spot in the team just to make sure him have a spot, not because he earns it. I cannot subscribe to those things, and you have to respect my take on that because that is nothing of hatred. That is just flat out facts. All right? Yeah. That is just flat out facts. No, Lawrence, you can speak. I've literally said you could speak. Kush, how you doing, man? Massive respect. All right, massive respect. So that's my take. I have no hatred for no local player. I love everybody equally. Equally. You get me? Equally. I've said that I'm going to go to other countries to watch the other local guys them. I've not even gone into England to watch the English guys them. And I went to watch Zimenez, and I'm going to go to Circle Braga to watch him again over there and get the shirt over there as well. You get me? So you can't say I'm eating something when it comes on to donating money to Jamaican football. You don't have nobody physically take out their money because people talk on the internet, but you never see them take out $1 out of their pocket. You see me take out hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, since I'm on YouTube, pay for things to help improve youths. You never and ever in this YouTube space find one person take out 100,000 out of their pocket. You see me take out millions of dollars and put down for local youth. So you go come and tell me about me not like local youth? Oh, that makes sense. So why would I be donating so much money to people if me not want them be better? Come on, man. Me no, me can donate it, but me can still tell the truth. You get me? Me can still tell the truth, and I'm not going to come off telling the truth. It pays to go to school. We need to learn how to. Oh God, JD, stop giving these people a platform for their nonsense. Sorry about that, man, but we had to chop it up. The next stream will be just flow straight throat. All right? Yes, flow straight throat. All right? Yeah, man. So that nonsense should dead about me 18 and Jamaica and 18 and players, because every single thing, people are the protests. And me take up my money out of my pocket. Obviously, people contributed, but I me take up my money. People who go as match, I me take up my money. Academies want help, I me take up my money. Everything I me take up my money, I'ma tell people put money on the side. You get me? I always start by taking out my money, not coming and pray on you guys to put money, and I don't start from me. You can't say that happen. Every single time, it start from me directly out of my own pocket. The first person put the money every single time. So me not ask you, it is a fact. So me not come here for ride off, no back and no subscriber or nothing. So if that is not a real Jamaican that want to see Jamaica do better, I guess you don't know real life then. That is shocking. You get me? That is shocking. Just because I'm not in Jamaica and talk highly of Jamaica, every single thing and every single subject, that makes me know Jamaica, and it makes me a real person because I'm sticking to the facts. You get me? Only the Rhys Nelson situation was solely to talk about his eligibility to Jamaica and Zimbabwe as well, because we did some research and it's proven that his father is from Zimbabwe, you know. JD, if I press the subscribe button again, I got unsubscribe. Yes, but you don't need to unsubscribe for subscribe again. Yeah, man. Speed, aka Mr. Null and Void. I said he's the only one I respect. I never tell you how much percentage I do respect him. You get me? It might not be higher than so high, but I'm saying at least he was subjected towards change. You get me? But some of these guys, I heard them come and talk, and they are bringing down other people that's coming to help them, and they're just in their 50s mentality, and I can't bother with that, you know, because Jamaica have to move forward if we want to be successful. We have to match these people in their actions. United States, Mexico, we have to match them in their actions, or else we ain't going anywhere. I'm very sorry, but we ain't going anywhere if we don't fix up in that department. You get me? Yeah. JD, some people just come to distract from important conversation that we should be having to better the football. Yeah, man. That's what we're talking about. That's exactly what we're talking about. But I'm just clearing up the facts. I'm clearing up the facts, because maybe my old channel shut down because we documented all of these things, so people can play these little, you know, these little stunts on people, you know, and saying that I am not Jamaican enough and all sort of BS. The president, the local born players who plays overseas were the mercenaries. They said they were standing up for other Jamaican local guys that can make the team to get as much money. So they said they have a claim. So I don't know, you know. But the fact that they're going to say that, it tells me something. That means their ambition might be a little bit different, because the ambition to make sure you look out for the local players that can make the team, so the money will be more important to them. That's you saying that you think that local players should be making the team, but you know that's not the case. You know, Speed says the four failed World Cup campaign puts the JFF in a negative deficit, so he would rather to go one World Cup and get, of course, man, 9 million and 9 million. Don't just use the 9 million. The 9 million will easily well turn into 12 million. Easy well into 12 million. JD, if for me alone, no JPL ball and a suit up. All right. I welcome all the best players. That's why me a pre Hutchinson. Okay. But you can't come off and cuss me out. All right. Bless up everyone. Bless up everyone that joined the stream. All right. Bless up. I'm gonna stay. Bless up everyone, man. No, I have to make that known because they come with their narrative every single time. And the one thing I can tell you, let me tell you this. I'm gonna say this straight up. Not care what them tell you, nobody in this space can compete with what I'm doing in this space. Nobody. Them can tell you all sort of story. If them cannot match it publicly, being transparent, them not in my league. Nobody at all. Not care how big and hype them sound. Nobody at all. And that's a facts. Alright? Yeah, man. So until the facts can leak it off of the board, that are the facts. So you don't want to hear nobody come talk about me not Jamaican enough. I'm free for come and talk about my platform when me want to say. If my fans them will always beat me because me not have no what them call my fans them? When them call not my fans them because I don't have no fans. I have my work associates them, which is the commenters them as well. So I don't have any fans. When them call my fans them, when me call my work associates them say, what them say me have? What them say me have again, man? Yeah, you guys are gonna come up with a name because you always heard that. You always hear that, alright? You always hear that. Them say me have something. Because the people them like the truth, the man them start running narratives. What them say me have? Yes, I have associates only. Yes, somebody will come up with a name. Oh my God. These guys are so fraudulent. Their ego is so big, it's almost not bearable to rot it. Speed is a problem. Is the problem, Lawrence Johnson said. Kill them with the facts, JD. Yeah, man, we're gonna stick on that. CB is the biggest problem. Oh, Lord. Travis, that is kind. We can't. I'm not gonna say that, you know. I don't have any proof for that. You have the proof, Travis. So just stay with the proof. JD, I feel like they don't want Hutchinson in the team because they feel he might bench Leon. If you have Hutchinson and others, yeah. See, Jason said here, they said I'm the cult leader. Yes, they said I'm the cult leader. Oh my God. Lauren said, any man a cost about money, just stay far from the program. Yeah. Oh, yeah. DR News says Simon is the best in the category by far. He stays from drama and negativity and always educating the people. Yes, but I've never said I'm the best in the category, you know. I've just said I'm just trying to show people so that means you have to comprehend properly DMR News. If you want to give Simon the credit, you can give Simon the credit because I am not in the category, to be honest. So I think Simon is definitely the best. I have always talked about that, you know. I said Simon is the best. Simon, I've told him that on the screen and off the screen. That's why I kept resurrecting him every single time they wanted to kill his career. You get me? Yes. So Simon know that for a fact, you know. Yes. But I was talking about my Jamaica relevant license to be a Jamaican. So DMR News, you never comprehend what we were talking about. So I had to go back to talk about all the good that I'm doing. Why would I be eating Jamaica when I am trying to do all of those goods? You get me? Yeah, so no, well, I am not in the category, and I think I will put Simon there. That's all I'm saying. I'm not in the category. I'm just a madman that is actually a Jamaican that turn up and do my videos whenever I see it fits. All right, so DM our news. I have no problem with that. All right. No, Colin Quest, I am not here. I am just a Jamaican. I am not even Jamaican according to a lot of these people. I am a Surinamese and an Asian. All right. So, anyways, big up Simon and OP is okay and well. Yeah, man. Mikel Antonio bought his own ticket to come and play for Jamaica. Speed said that. Blake boycott the Suriname game, but he is more committed. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So what we have to do going forward, guys, as what DMR whatever he says, because I thought this was a positive stream. The difference is DMR. I don't think Simon is hard driven as me, because maybe Simon don't want the backlash, and Simon is in media. I don't really care about media, and in terms of that side, I don't really care. So I can just say what I want to say and go further in my conversations. Maybe Simon would love to say the things that I can just flat out say, but it's not me being negative or dabbling in drama, because we had no drama here. It's just facts. We talk about whisper. We brought up the actual facts that none of you guys wanted to touch. You get me? So Simon is a good guy, but he's just not me, and I don't think he will ever be me, and I don't think I will ever be him either. But I do respect him for what he does, because he was one of the first here. No, not one of the first. He was the first here. All right, we need to put some respect on Simon's name. He was the first here in the Jamaica Reggae Boys thing, going to games a long time and doing his thing. So we have to give him credit. But you have to understand, DMR, what I bring to the table is completely different. Can't be matched by nobody. You get me? Yeah, so respect to Simon, but I'm different, you know? Yep. No, man, King. You need Simon in the space, because as to what I've heard, and what I've actually championed, for him to get a role in the JFF and stuff, to get some things going, or not a role in the JFF, but get a job in the footballing fraternity. So I'm not going to come and say he gets a role in the JFF, because that would be misleading the public for people to hate the guy, because that is not the truth. He's going to be working with them to get certain things done, and you need that, because the other guys them was very terrible. You get me? Very terrible. They can't string nothing. They can't string a camera. They can't string nothing. So I think that Simon doing more journalistic work and reporting certain thing is good. So we had always asked for that, and we got it. So we have to say kudos to the JFF and kudos to Simon, and hope he does a good job, because I thought he was the best person for that job. I saw nobody else, everybody else that I would have given the shout, they are borderline xenophobic, because you know sometimes they talk only good about the foreign players them when it benefits them. Simon, he goes out and try to acknowledge those foreign players to make the Jamaican public knows. So I like that and respect that, and I hope he does a well job. You know, for me, I wouldn't give nobody else the job than Simon. Nobody else. Every one of these other guys that you know, there are some xenophobic asses that they are only jumping on board now because the coach said he's not going to deal with no local players. Before that, all of them, they are fighting for local players alone in the team and only want the overseas players them to be the icing on the cake. Simon is the only person that I thought stayed true to his belief. You get me? So Simon is the only one I would put in it. Nobody else. All of these are just frauds that want money from Jamaica and want position to continue the fraudery that happened over the years. You get me? Yeah, man. I think Simon is the only one that I would say I would give a chance to. Nobody else. All of them are frauds. You know? Straight up. All of them are frauds. Just do things for beneficial gains, nothing else. The coach switch to only the best players them, so their mouth switch to the best players them. You get me? So you have to go off what the fact says. Simon was here highlighting players from day one, so I know that nothing changes with him. You get me? If that's his job to highlight players and find the players them, well, it's a good job the guy gets. And he's one of the only honest person that I can literally vouch for. Everybody else, I've heard them with their twisting mouth. They tried everything to make overseas players now come to Jamaica. You get me? So, big up to Simon. Keep doing your no, I don't have fans, Jeremy. We don't have fans. We have associates. So you are owner of the channel. This is the only channel that can come on and just bad me up. You get me? Just bad me up. A lot of people bad me up on this channel every week. You bad me up, everybody bad me up. So I don't have any fans, you know? Yeah, man. So let me just give Simon him credit, make him just do him thing, and hopefully it turns out well, and that they could see. So what about this guy named Devon Porter? I don't know in Ian Burton. I don't want to go into the extra thing. Simon, do him job. Devon, do him job. Whoever want to get it, just get it. But I don't think no other YouTuber deserve no role. Him alone deserve it. Me I tell you. Yes, and that's what I believe. Because that's what I've noticed. You get me? No. There's no disclaimer. I had support Simon from day one. Simon is a Whisper fanboy. That's a fact. Oh God. Everyone have their preferences. Listen to me. I'm not going to go into a supporting a backing of Simon here. Simon have to represent himself. So when Simon literally go to his channel. When Simon goes to his channel, don't go and talk about Simon. This is not Simon's damn channel. Alright? I stand with Simon and said he's the only one, and I'm done there. Alright? Yes. Everybody is a fraud. And I'm gonna say that again. I have, and I'm not gonna say big balls, Yes, so Simon for the job, alright? JD, you say all of them are frauds, right? Can you please listen to me now? I may say all of them are frauds. From JFF to everybody around the football are frauds. I will listen to all of them speak back in from back in the days till now. From old coaches to everybody who linger on Jamaican football, they are frauds. Umzo. You get me? And I only give Simon a chance until him prove that he's a fraud. Then I will have to call him out as well. All right? Yes. And we beat Simon always. Because we go over him channel, they beat him always. Pray that Cassava does not get in charge of the JFF again. I heard Vice President Carvel xenophobic Stuart yesterday, and I was shocked. The president, I think he just found out his name. He's one of the biggest xenophobic person and one of the many that's causing the bridge between overseas players and local players and Jamaica football overall. You get me? Guys, I'm telling you, it sounds away when I'm saying it, but it's the facts. And I don't figure things. I write everything down. So I know these people. You get me? Yeah, man. So I'm telling the people, don't fool yourself. Them man don't like nothing. You get me? All them man want money and position. If we continue on what others doing because they seems like they are more articulate and more condescending, they can get more out of the Jamaican people. Don't let them fool you, man. Research for yourself. Check back things. Go back in date. And you're surprised. Remember me tell you. You know who named the president JD? He's a person with many alias. Must a gunman. JD, a lot of people will be upset. That all I know for sure. Yes, man, a lot of people will be upset, but I don't care, I'm for the people, I'm for the people here. And once I see things, I'm not gonna come and lie to you. I'm gonna say it as it is. After no boy can't lick me on my face. God, guys, I'm here from the first day. That's how I am. You get me? I only can analyze things as how it comes. Well said, JD. But that makes too much sense for football and politics leaders to implement. It is what it is. It is what it is. So, guys, send your questions. So let me move on from that. Congratulations to Simon. Hope you don't let me down. Because if you let me down, you're going to see me first on the channel. All right. Because you know me. I don't pull punches, Yeah, man. A whole heap of thump, you're going to get Simon. If you let me down, all right? Yes, so continue doing a great job. Yes. All right, so we have touched everything. I thought this was a very much good stream. A very good stream, Yes, we reached closer to the point, so we have 8 more minutes. Oh, God, Pastor said he wanted to call in, so good Lord. My goodness, and Pastor text me now, but because I am not in no phone, leader, you can't call me, I have no phone system hook up, none whatsoever. I'm done with calling, because the people are not gonna come and mash up my show. You get me? Yeah. So let me hear what Pastor have to say. um, Pastor, mute your background. Jesus God, Pastor, we have 8 more minutes. Say a piece, Pastor. I'm very sorry not to call you, but because I'm done with the phone thing. That's why. Mm-hmm. No, but all the point is, so Pastor, because we have a little time, maybe maximum 10 minutes. So if you're, but remember, but the sales pitch, is here for Jamaica. So what you mean? You think it's a conflict of interest to have players and then cost? Okay. Okay. So, Okay, they said they're not hearing. I don't know. Guys, you're not hearing it well. Let me know. Let me. I don't know. Okay, they said they're not hearing you well, but it's coming up on my system that they're hearing you. So I don't know if I have cancellation on. All right. So okay, if they're not hearing you, sorry about that. Sorry about that, people. Sorry about that. I will rectify that for the next stream because it looks like the sound is terrible or the sound is terrible. So, Pastor, I will call you back tomorrow. All right, when we're doing the next stream. Yeah, yeah. So that was the pastor. Sorry about that, guys. You guys said it's not working well. You said it's not working well. All right. So sorry about that. But pastor was actually saying that he does not believe the term. Butler should not use the word easier for Jamaica because really and truly making a statement like that. It can't really make sense because you're here for Jamaica, but you're trying to stop the things that's coming, which these guys are proven players that did it at the highest level with people that's qualified at the highest level. So that itself tells you, and remember we have a system that we don't have the highest level educated persons in that system, and that's why we are looking for those people. So it just comes like you're selling your players rather than actually loving Jamaica as to what you said. So you can't use the same statement of loving Jamaica. So that's what he was pretty much saying. All right, yeah, man. So yeah, sorry about the terrible sound. I will fix that back. Umzo, it's because I report the calling system, but I will fix something else that works better. Don't worry yourself, man. So people, thanks yet again for a beautiful stream. We burned on the place for 2 hours. I said I wanted one. You guys took one for yourself. So make sure to smash the like button. Make sure this is over 200 likes, so we know that you guys appreciate the video. All right, yeah, man, and share the fact that I saw 1,000 of you guys turn up early in the morning. It tells me that when it comes on to we delivering the news, you guys respect it. All right, Lawrence, big up yourself. Take care. Umzo, Chris Smith, Ronnie, Jason Guna. Let me give Marlon, Chris Smith, Bessas, Noel. Just subscribe. Massive respect. Tennessee. Pass through the building. You have Africans, American, Canadian in the building. The president is the leader. I don't know who that is, but yeah, he should get big up as well. Sean Bowen, the timeout boss, Michael Sadler, Umzo. God damn, a lot of people turn up in the man. Ian Ebert, long time I don't hear from you in the man. Colin Quest, big up yourself. Ian Ebert, I remember that fight that you had with such man on my channel, you know. He's not here anymore, so you can have a conversation. Jay, anyway, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect, you know, the break news boss. Then we have Danica Knight. Thanks for the continuous support as well. Let me recap what took place. Jermaine Miller, massive respect as well. Football Global, Andrew 55. Big up on yourself. Thanks very much. King. Kirk, big up yourself. Patrick Riley as well, big up yourself. We can't get everybody here because it is so much people. All right. You said my name twice. Umzo, big up yourself. And Kevin Williams, big up yourself. Robert, big up yourself. People, I can't big up everybody here because I've already gone over 2 hours. Alright, yeah, man. Thanks for the 200 likes. Massive respect. Alright, so we talk about Hallgrímsson situation, which the president, Mr. Ricketts, saying that it's tough for him to get games outside the 20th to the 21st. We talk about the FIFA windows and the difference with outside FIFA windows. And then kill that narrative of who don't committed from who is committed. Alright, because the facts is there, but we always try to avoid the facts because we want to have argument. So we clear up that one. We talk about the Rhys Nelson. We read some comments from Mr. Blair Boyd or whatever his name is, saying that Rhys Nelson is no better than other persons in the JPL. Yeah, we can find better we can find equal to better players in the JPL. So I asked him if he watches the JPL. You get me? Yes. So we had cleared up a lot of points here. and I thought it was an informative stream. Big up yourself, Ricardo Myers. And Jay, anyway, that talk about him followers over TikTok. I don't have TikTok. I don't know if people want me to build that thing. Because I thought it was short version videos. They are saying that they have longer version videos now. So maybe we will try TikTok one day, but not as yet, you know. We have our fan base on YouTube. We will stay here because we ain't doing this for popularity contest, you know. We are doing one thing at a time. Alright? Yeah, man. And if you have more time, it's summer now, guys. It's summer. It's summer. Alright? It's summer. So if you don't see me do streams as regular, just understand that it's summer and it's in Belgium. It's when you get the sunshine, you love it, you know. So mans can't bother, you know. Yeah, mans can't bother. Alright, but we have made it very easy for you guys. I have a new studio upstairs, or my remodeled studio upstairs. So you're gonna get everything. You get me? You're gonna get everything. We can do videos anywhere, and it looks very good. We have set up a complete different studio upstairs as well. So don't worry yourself. Everything is running. Nothing plug out. Everything plug in. All right. You see that I'm a Jamaican. Massive respect. Peace out. See you in the next one. Take care and walk good. Wake up good out of your bed. Go to your work. Do all of those great things. Bye bye.